Got run at and taken off the puck. Karls now pinches up from the left side and shoots. Trapper save Ruzicka, and no rebound from him for his first touch of the contest. We're going to see a lot of Carson Karls in this game. One to the line, held by Sobry of the Cougars. He shoots, blockered away by Ruzicka. Rebound up the near side. Johnson is on it. He'll shovel it ahead, blocked by Sobry. To the top for Such for a shot, and that's swallowed up by Ruzicka, leaving no rebound. Such Ravensbergen forces it ahead to Such. Over the blue line to his left. Such flips it back out front to Parasak, stopped by Ruzicka. Rebound behind the Wheat King net. Turco is after it by Shergott of the Cougars. He'll dump this into the Wheat King zone. And 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the first period, Wheat Kings will go back and pick it up. Our side held by Fisher of the Cougars. From the right point, his shot rolls back down low. Picked up for a shot from a bad angle and held by Ruzicka. Karls joining over the blue line, trying to spring Karls, but he was tied up by Skvortsov. Picked off by Yakutsanek at the right circle. This in deep up the far side, then goes for a change. On the far side, a long-range shot steered wide by Ruzicka. Funk from the left circle now for Prince George. Swept back behind the Brandon net. North American skater breaks in with speed on the far side, trying to charge the cage. Poke check by Brzezinski. Back behind the Brandon net, Brzezinski trying to do his left at the near side. Such picks it up and carries around the net on his forehand out the far side for a shot save Ruzicka. Brzezinski on the rebound to the side of the Wheat King net. Hard up the far boards to Gavin. The Cougars do some great work by Anisimov there to get this down the ice. Now with 23 seconds to go in 5-on-3. Brzezinski to the right of the Wheat King net leads them ahead. Nice. This will go into Wheat King's territory. Is streaking after it is Ash on the far side. From the right circle, a shot steered away by Ruzicka. Wheat Kings on a quick counter, 3-on-2. The Cougars led by Karls. Karls charging in at full steam to his backhand, stopped by Ruzicka. End to end, and highlight reel saves it both as the goaltender duel.
That allowed the puck to cough up, and here comes Karls all alone, tries to go through the 5-hole along the ice.
And back to center for Such, breaking into his left with a step. Such unloads, steered away by Ruzicka, and that'll go out of play with 7:50 comes. The left-hander looks up ice, it goes in on Ruzicka, so icing is waved off. Ruzicka covers up with Parasak. Brzezinski's down in a heap after taking a head check from Lajoie. No call coming. On the far side, Brzezinski's just now getting back to his feet. Won by the Cougars. Back to the left point, Karls. He'll fire this through traffic. Kick save Ruzicka. Jacobson leads them ahead again. He'll drive the high slot. Karls wide to his right. Shoots, shoulder save Ruzicka. Big rebound. Ruzicka covers up as Seitz jousts away for it in front here. That's Gazowski, and he wins the draw. Back to Vaughn. He'll fake the shot. Now take the shot. Steered away by Ruzicka. Gazowski up the near side. Snow in the near corner. Will fire this down the ice and wide of Ruzicka. It bounces back out front for a shot saved by Ruzicka on Parasak. Wheat Kings go back the other way with... And Parasak's got Shergott joining shorthanded. Parasak over the blue line to his right, throws it across to Karls for a shot, score, no crossbar. Rebound try, that one goes in. Carson Karls let it go, hit the iron. The rebound popped out. And the Cougars have a shorthanded goal. Season. 19-18 on the clock in the second. We're tied at 1. Still 6 jumps away as the puck comes over the Wheat King blue line in Such's hands. He goes between his feet and backhands it back across for a shot. Ruzicka with a big-time save. On the far side, Such is at it again. Stopped by the near side. Hard up the boards over the head of Brzezinski and all the way in on Ruzicka from long range. He'll steer that off. Ruzicka up to Brzezinski. It bounces to center for Jacobson. Back into his own zone from the left ahead himself. He'll dump it into Wheat King territory to Ruzicka's right. Ruzicka's out to steer it away from Ash. Shergott on the far side knocks it down low with near in wide to his right. Made a move on Bame, who stuck him off the puck. Rebound pops to the slot, sent on goal, and Ruzicka calmly pads that aside. A couple of nice hand-eye plays and fed it through to Gazowski from the left circle. A shot shouldered away by Ruzicka. Pantelis behind the Brandon net. To the far near side, Gazowski hit by Lavoie. He dumps it in. Ruzicka's out to play it with 6 minutes gone in the second. Seitz picks it up for Prince George on the near side. Got wrapped up by Lavoie. Clean win by the Cougars. Dumansky from the right point. A shot put wide. It goes into Ruzicka. It's looking behind him. Wheat Kings find it first at the side of the net. It comes free for the Cougars. The whistle blows. And now Lavoie is into it on the far side with Such. Parasak goes at him. Ruzicka's down as the Cougars shot the puck into his unprotected back. I think they
all of a sudden the traffic everywhere and some pushing and shoving afterwards.
Ruzicka might have taken that in an exceptionally uncomfortable place. 13:27 to go in the second period. We remain tied at 1 by Karls. And back come the Cougars with Parasak in the lead up the left side. Parasak in for a shot, stopped by Ruzicka, and he pounces on the rebound. Karls took a late poke at Ruzicka, and everybody piles in now. A melee develops in front of the Wheat King. We're going to see a power play either way out of this one. Another good stop by Ruzicka on a breakaway. He stopped Karls on one. He stopped, gets it over the blue line, but no further. Back to center, just missing the breakaway pass was Gazowski, but he'll catch up to it off the end boards for a shot, kick save Ruzicka. Cougars win it back down low. The near side, Gazowski stops up, shields it well, and finds the top for Karls. Karls unloads through traffic, scores! Carson Karls leaned into a missile, and it's so loud. He's got the Cougars out to their first lead of the contest with 7:39 to go in this second period. Wheat Kings come back to the near side. Gazowski from the right circle. Gazowski waits, sends this on goal. Savers. Ruzicka, big rebound. Parasek put it outside the net. Gazowski throws it across at the top. He's dangerous. He'll go down to Such on the far side. Back to Yakutsanek. Sends this on goal. Sticked away by Ruzicka. Pantelis out the far side. Will fire this down the ice. Sure got fresh off the bench. Wide to his left. Now to Karls. Karls takes the one-timer. Save Ruzicka. Rebound pops free for the Cougars for a wraparound through the crease. Ruzicka makes a big left pad save. Cougars hold the zone. Gazowski from the right circle throws this down low. Yakutsanek back to the top for Karls with traffic again. Karls drags and fires. Ruzicka patted it aside. 42 seconds on for Karls. He can rip it. He'll throw it off to Gazowski for a shot. Mask save by Ruzicka and rides the dasher and goes down the ice with 20 back to his skates. Holds the right point as we're back to 5-on-5. Sure got to the slot for Foster. Kick save Ruzicka. Wheat Kings under siege at Law will lift this to the line. Not out. Anisimov from the slot shoots through traffic. It comes up front to Foster for a shot save by Ruzicka. Big rebound to the slot. Ruzicka another huge save and he covers up. 4:29 to go and to his backhand before sending this in deep. Ruzicka's out to play it. Ruzicka to the near side. Brzezinski in and out of his feet. He chops it high. It bounces back to him. Our side. Such at that left circle. Such throws this down low. Parasek off the goal line. Save Ruzicka. Big rebound. Gazowski knocked it away. He'll get it to the far side. Back to the top for Such. Karls to the far side for Such. From the left circle he shoots. Shoulder save by Ruzicka. Back behind the Wheat to the far side. Parasek. Back to the top for Karls. Tapped over to Gazowski. Gazowski through traffic. Kick save Ruzicka. Rebound to the far side. Right circle to the middle. Still in control. Wide to his right. Waiting and shooting. Save Ruzicka. Rebound. They bang away in close. Ruzicka somehow keeps it out. And Pantelis is having his stick held on the far side. No call coming as another shot is into Ruzicka's midsection. Another late poke on Ruzicka. And the Wheat Kings do not appreciate that. With 1:56 to go in the second, their goaltenders keep back to Anisimov in the middle. Now Dumansky from the right circle unloads. Ruzicka takes that in the Wheat King crest and hangs on. They'll trade places. Dumansky to the far side. Shurgot from the left circle. Walks in. Fires. Save Ruzicka. He's looking behind him, but he doesn't need to. He kept that blue line to his right. Dumansky charges in with a full head of steam to the near corner. He shoots. Put it high. Up the far side. Held from that left point by Shurgot. He'll work this through traffic. Save Ruzicka. Egan is on the rebound, and he'll clear. At center takes it away. For the Cougars on his backhand, back to the left point. Sobry waiting for traffic. He shoots. Ruzicka the save is in front. There's a pile up. Foster follows up. His shot was blocked. Skvortsov behind the Wheat King net, quickly up ice. Seitz will tip this into the Brandon zone. Ruzicka's out to play it. He'll go to the far side for Ronald. From the right circle up the board. Making moves. He'll get towards the Wheat King zone and shoot the long-range dump-in handled by Ruzicka. Pantelis leaves it up the near side to Allard as the Wheat Kings get part of it changed. Back the other way. Over the blue line to his left, back to Parasek. It rolls in on Ruzicka, and the Czech netminder will hang on. Dumps this in wide of Ruzicka. Up the near side, it bounces free to Seitz for a shot. Ruzicka the trapper save. Lavoie is on the rebound. Seitz who holds the zone, but he handed it off to Gazowski with his glove. Gazowski shoots, saved by Ruzicka. Seitz from the point. Back to the top for Ash. Breaking in wide to his left. Ash pulls the trigger. Trapper save Ruzicka. As Funk tried to drive the net, and now Ash and Gleesman are into it. At the side of the Wheat King net, Ash is over the blue line for Gazowski. He'll hand it off. Seitz trying to drive the goal on his forehand, stopped by Ruzicka, but he's hauled down by Jimmy Egan. There's a penalty coming. It's a shot. You're good to go. And Seitz will break in with speed. Wide to his left from the circle. He shoots, scores! Dawson Seitz buries on the penalty shot.
Just buried it just below the blocker of Filip Ruzicka.
Pantelis cuts it off. Swept to the middle of the Wheat King zone. Ruzicka's going to cover up with Ash right on top of him and fire it ahead to Lajoie, who dumps this into Brandon territory. 10:40 to go in the third. Wheat Kings down by 1. Cougars pressing as the Wheat Kings have it behind their Ravensburg, and Cougars win it, and Carson Karls will blast this up the near side boards and down the ice. 48 seconds to go in the minor. Ruzicka's way out to play it. He'll settle the rolling puck and hand it off to Gio Pantelis. Off the trapper of Pantelis and down the ice. 10 seconds to go in the minor to Such. 7:27 to go in the third. Pantelis, poke check by Ash on the far line for Prince George. Now to the far side, Parasek. He shoots through traffic. Pad save Ruzicka. In the near corner of Wheat King territory, Lavoie fires it up ice, and it's tipped into the Wheat King zone. 5.5 to go in the third. Brandon down by 1. Brzezinski behind the Wheat King net. Watch closely. Back ahead is Such, wide to his left. He feeds the middle for Parasek to his backhand. Stopped by Ruzicka. Rebound behind the Wheat King net. Left with patience, trying to go back to Seitz in the clear, but he rolled it on goal. Steered away by Ruzicka. Jacobson's on it as the Wheat Kings.